to eat more legumes. It was like introduce something new to me. I've seen it, and but yeah, I'm also making use of the recipe book. Not just. I believe that if I prepare that, take time, it'll something to interact with my children. Also, give them knowledge, and on the plus side, it's good for me. But yeah, it's just it was reinforcing, stuff that is good and not good, because sometimes we can always tend to. I know we sometimes can compensate, but sometimes if you compensate too much, you tend to lose the real facts. And yeah, I didn't know. I was first told, no cheese, and then someone said no, feta's okay, And now for the last couple of months, I've been hitting feta, and I realised, because I've been watching my sodium, I didn't know I had a lot of sodium. So now I know cottage cheese, But in moderation, and only in certain meals, not just cottage cheese everything every day. But yeah. And with regards to nutrition, is just making the right choices, and also when you go to different areas, sometimes you have to improvise. Especially with my Polynesian side, being a Tongan, I'll go to a Tongan function. Our main stuff is taro and pork, and and the stuff that's high in sodium. So either looking for little bits, or maybe preparing myself before I go, have a little meal or snack before I go to the function, so I don't have to feel hungry over there.
Keith's main goal at this stage is weight loss, and I think for him it's really trying to support him in this journey. So to begin with, for him, we're really talking about simple food swaps, so looking at some of the options he chose to have for his snacks or his lunch during the workday, and what are some kind of simple swaps he could make to kind of improve the overall nutrient quality, but also to make sure we can try and bring down the amount of energy coming in from those meals. The other thing we really want to focus on is trying to reduce the amount of sugar and saturated fat in his diet at the moment. So again, it's looking at choosing kind of healthier options of the foods he's choosing at the moment, and I suppose educating him a little bit more about the different options he's got available in the supermarket.
Currently, I'd like to eat a little bit more heart healthy, because I've slipped back into some bad habits. Being a working mum, easy convenience foods have started to slip back in. And I want to continue eating healthily, get more vegetables into my diet, trying to use convenience but also bring in the healthy aspect to it. We try not to have takeaways, we have them as a treat, and I have the healthy option from the takeaways, but I've noticed that we're cutting down on our vegetables and trying to get them back in, but without having to roast vegetables and things like that.
Rachel's quite a complicated case, and I think for her it's really quite an inspiring story, because I think for her it's really about her taking control of her life and her taking care of her own health. So it's a matter of her putting health as a priority and bringing that kind of the forefront of what she's doing. So she's a mum of a young boy and a wife. So I think her journey is going to be a little bit more about, when it comes to, I suppose, diet and lifestyle choices, making sure that she's actually looking after herself and not just trying to rely on the easiest thing to do. I think for her as well, she's a really busy mum, and she works moving around a lot. So I think for her it's trying to come up with convenient options that she can have on the go, and what are some kind of healthy lunch options so that she's not going a whole day without anything.